Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Platinum Guide, and this is for the Order 1886, so we're going to cover all the trophies in the game and how to get them. Of course, this should be like a one-stop shop on how to get the Platinum. So starting off on the left-hand side, we've got the trophies which are self-explanatory, and the two trophies which you get, just by completing the game. And on the right side, we've got the collectibles trophies, which I've already done collectible videos on, and I'm not going to include them in this video, but they will be linked, in the description. So we're not going to, extend this video by about, 10 minutes for no reason whatsoever. So we're going to start off with the Marksman and Undivided Attention, which require us to use Blacksight to kill enemies with headshots and just kill 25 enemies during Blacksight. So as you can see here, to enter Blacksight, you need to press L1, and this takes you into a sort of slow motion mode, where you can use the right analog stick to change targets. So that is an easy way to get the headshot trophy. Simply just kill enemies, by pressing R, because every time you shoot them, the marker will change location, and just switch enemies as well, because that will change the marker location as well. So yeah, shouldn't be too difficult to get, especially in the second part of the chapter 3. Yeah, there's lots of enemies there in that area. I'm sure you know what I'm on about in the video as well. There is then a third trophy called Brilliant, where we need to shoot an airborne grenade during Blacksight. I originally thought Blacksight was like a mission, like the name of a mission, but it isn't. Anyway, this can be done again on any level, but we're just doing this in chapter 3. So you saw me pick up that grenade there, lob it in the air, and then just enter Blacksight by using L1, and there you go. Pretty easy gold trophy. So well rounded. This is for getting a kill with every single weapon in the game. Now there are a couple, such as the bazooka and the crossbow, which I think are required for this trophy as well, but if you haven't got a kill with them weapons that you use in the campaign, like the crossbow and the bazooka, I don't know how you've done it, to be honest. But anyway, here are the guns which you've more than likely missed, especially the last one. We've got the rifle, which is like found on every enemy. We've got the shotgun version 1, which is found in chapter 3, as you can see here. Probably a couple of other chapters as well. Shotgun version 2 can be found in chapter 9. We've got this pistol, which fires, as you can see here, like 2 bullets at once. It's, issue standard at the beginning of a couple of missions. This gun here looks like a Luger. We've got this crappy pistol here, can be found on chapter 15, along with a lot of other weapons. We've got badass pistol here, can be found on chapter Under Siege, and this chapter as well, the final chapter. We've got this machine gun pistol here as well, that can be found in chapter 15. M2 Falchion. We've got the submachine gun as well, that's a very common weapon. We've got this badass weapon, which you've probably used. If you haven't, I don't know why. We've got the sniper here, which you can't miss. And we've got the thermite weapon here, which is pretty damn cool. I originally thought it was like a machine gun. If you've seen the walkthrough, that's why I wasn't setting the gas on fire. And then we've got the grenade launcher, which is what you may have missed, like I did. This can be found in chapter 15, along with chapter 11, I believe it is, where you're sneaking into that the big mansion, the United India Company House. Anyway, there we go, that's well rounded. So a lot of these weapons can be found on chapter 15, like I said, because there's a lot of different weapons on chapter 15. So if you've still not got the trophy, head to chapter 15, as that is more than likely where your missing weapon is. Modern Marvels, kill 40 enemies with science weapons. Now I'm not 100% sure what is a science weapon, such as the thermite weapon. Not entirely sure if that is a science weapon. However, I'm pretty certain that this weapon right here is a science weapon. This badass gun right here. This can be found in chapter 15 as well as chapter Under Siege. I'm not entirely sure which chapter that is. But yeah. If you still haven't got it, you've completed the game and you still haven't got this trophy, just replay chapter 15 and you'll soon get it using this, electric weapon. So, collateral damage, kill 3 enemies with a single explosion. I actually got this on chapter 3 by blowing up a powder keg. But this is actually easily done on chapter 8, Under Siege, when you're using the rocket, just firing away there. Just let the enemies build up and you'll just freaking easily get this trophy, if you haven't already. From the hip, kill 25 enemies without aiming. This is easily done in cover, so when you're in cover, just hit the fire button, which is R2 without aiming. So do not press L2 to aim, just, spray and pray from cover, basically. And it's as simple as that. Box your ears, kill 15 enemies with melee attacks. This is another simple silver trophy. Simple silver trophy. So yeah, just charge up to an enemy and press triangle. I mean, if this game shines anywhere, I believe it is the melee combat, or at least the melee cutscenes. They are pretty damn epic. Snuffed Out, kill 7 enemies with silent takedowns. This can be done on chapter 5 and chapter 11. So here on chapter 5, Agmenon Rising, that freaking Zeppelin, badass Zeppelin. Yeah, just sneak up to enemies and press triangle. You gotta time it right, otherwise they'll smack you in the head and shoot you, which is pretty annoying. Happened to me a few times, very annoying. And chapter 11, that mission where you're sneaking around in the gardens. If you do the same thing, you know, just sneak up on enemies you see. Up in flames, incinerate 15 enemies. This can be done on chapter 3 and chapter 9 with the thermite weapon, which is this badass weapon here. But you've got to remember to press R1 as well to launch the flare to set the gas on fire, or the liquid, or whatever it is. This can actually be done on chapter 15 as well, so if you still haven't got the trophy, just head to chapter 15 and yeah, burn everyone. Discombobulated, stun an enemy 30 times with the M2 falchion. Now, when I did this, M2 falchion didn't actually ring any bells with me. However, I later found out that this weapon is actually the Essex M2 falchion. That may ring a few more bells. That is, of course, the weapon that we first got in the first chapter. So this trophy can actually be done in the first chapter with the M2 falchion. So to stun an enemy, all you've got to do is press R1. And you can actually do this on the exact same person as you can see here. So just stun an enemy 30 times, you know, kill everyone else in the area, and just, you know, stun this same poor guy 30 times in a row. So highly volatile. If you've completed the game and you still haven't got this trophy, just come back to chapter 3, and there's going to be about 3 powder kegs in this area where there's, you know, the big ambush. You can just shoot them and restart from the checkpoint over and over again until you get the trophy. And so there we go, that is all of the trophies in the Order 1886. You should now have the Platinum. I know it's a pretty easy trophy, you know, the Grail in the Order 1886. One of the easiest Platinums I've ever done. Of course, I've completed in one day, actually. So yeah, I hope to do more of these Platinum guides, to do like every trophy in, you know, the game, in a single game, you know, doing a Platinum guide. So yeah, I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, the collectible guides are in the playlist. They will probably be at the side of the video as well. And so yeah, I hope this helps get you your Platinum. So yeah, thank you for watching.